Hello summoners, welcome to how to quake and bake. So let's start with the baking. First take 2 eggs. No, I'm just kidding. This is a quake guide. We'll just get into Quake's ability. So she ability wise, like on paper, she's a simple character. She's an old character. I actually have a guide on her that I made 2 years back, and it has over 3,000 views and stuff. But the thing is that the character itself hasn't changed, but the playstyle has. And so many skilled players these days, and the way they use her in Alliance War, in endgame content like this. So I just had to make a video on this, and update my older video to how to Quake in 2020. So the first thing, like the basic ability that she has, is that when she is doing a heavy attack, she has a 100% chance to evade. Like here you're going to see we're doing an heavy attack, the opponent will come and he actually got stunned. So basically whenever he comes at us, we evade one time. Now after we evade that, we are not doing an heavy attack, so it won't evade the second hit. Like if you're trapped against a corner, you have to do the dexterity whenever you're not holding the heavy attack. So basically you're either holding the heavy attack or you're ready to evade the champion, like the opponent. So that is what it that is basically how it works. And it just looks so cool, like when she is in the corner and you're doing it. And when you're playing it, like I don't have a 5-star Quake myself. This is Kevin's gameplay, and Kevin has a channel, and a huge shout out to him. I know him for the last 2 years now. He is one of the most skilled player I know, and yeah, I'll leave a link to his channel down below in the comments or description, maybe both. But getting back to this gameplay, like whenever you're playing Quake, she is a very difficult character to master, and until you do that, if you're playing in the corner like this, it can be very punishing in endgame content and Alliance War and stuff. Like if you see like a lot of people in tier 1 Alliance War, Master War are using Quake, especially because of the flow node, and she doesn't hit the champion at all, so she completely bypasses flow. Here you're going to see like we are either using the, like right now we are heavy attack, so it's automatically evaded, and next time we have to use the dexterity. Like it gets a little weird when you're fighting large characters for me personally, but the experienced Quake players are like they can do it almost on any character, anytime, in most situations. So like you can Quake is not a character like with a certain a combination of nodes. There are fights which Quake cannot take, but anything where you can Quake, she's like one of the best options. Because like see, you haven't taken any block damage till now. You are at 100%. Like this is a 105,100 PI Darkhawk who hits really hard. If you like see any other content against him, if you like, even with Corvus, I wasn't able to one shot him. I personally used 1 or 2 revives on him to get him down with Corvus, and the block damage on the SP1 and the block damage in general is kind of insane at X6 kind of level. And the fact that you don't have to take any block damage at all is really great. And here he decided to finish the fight by using normal attacks. And Quake is actually a great champion with suicides as well, because she can like the damage that her concussions do increase a lot with suicides. So we're going to talk about that now in this fight. This is an Alliance War mini boss Doom, and we're going to see the kind of damage. Like okay, this is a big Doom at a mini boss node. So and he is running suicides in this one, and you're going to see how quickly he drops. So the first stun, so basically when she's charging heavy, you are gaining those charges. Like you have 10 of them now, 11, 12, 13, and once the timer expires, you have a good chance to get stunned. Like if you're playing against Quake, then if you have one or two shocks on you, these charges on you, then also sometimes you may get stunned. So this is the same ability on offense. Like you always have a lot of these charges, so it's almost a guaranteed stun. And you're going to see, like we are not even 1 minute into this fight and it's already down. And this is not like a heavy boost, like the rainbow boosting or anything. This is with suicides for sure, but still not like a 30% and boost and then attack boost on top of it. This is a mole man in Act 6. He's a mini boss somewhere there. So this gameplay comes from Jhonny. I showcase his gameplay in the Corvus video as well against Abyss of Legends. His line ID will also be in the description. He's a very skilled player. Again, most players who can use Quake in endgame content are like insanely skilled, because they are really good at evading against the wall, and that is one of the toughest things to do in this game. And here, like, it's normal gameplay, it's not sped up, it doesn't have any major editing in it. You're just going to see that like how easily Quake here doesn't have a lot of health. Like if this was any other champion, I would say that there is a good chance that this wouldn't be a solo. It's Quake. Like you can use Quake without suicide at 5%, 4% health and come out of the fight with the same amount of health, because you really don't have to take any block damage if you play her perfectly. But even realistically speaking, like a few parries and stuff, like unless you mess up big time, you should be coming out of the fight with almost the same health that you went in. So Quake is one of, like, I made a top 20 list, so I placed her number 2. She doesn't even need her awakened ability to do all this. Like her awakened ability basically reflects some damage when she's blocking, and she is a decent prestige champion as well. She is not available as a 6-star, so if you have a 5-star one and you are like decently skilled with her, then you should definitely rank her up. She can also counter stuff like thorns because she is not making any contact at all. And when she has the concussion on, then that is also like that also reduces the defensive ability of the opponent. So like anything stuff like magic, limbo and stuff, but like she wouldn't be gaining that anyways because you're not giving her any power. Like so the concussion is not that it is useful in stuff like against vigor nodes like arc overload. She can eat up that kind of stuff sometimes. She can do a lot of things in the end game. And here variant 2 boss, variant 2 Adaptoid boss here, and he is one of the most annoying fights in variant 2 respectively. And like I just have seen a very few solos of this fight, and in that also you have to be really lucky. He evades a lot, you cannot stun him at all, and just look at this gameplay. Like this is just amazing gameplay. But the thing is, if you get hit, like this is a 4-star Quake, so expect like you can do this with your 4-star Quake. And she is not even taking any block damage, she's at 100% again. So like health wise it doesn't really matter what star you have her on. If you can take her in the content, you should be technically be able to do it. Of course with a 4-star she deals less damage, so the fight will be longer, so greater chance for you to mess it up. But Quake again, in my list I placed her number 2, and I consulted a lot of players after it, and anyone who uses Quake in the end game said that she deserves to be at number 1. Like considering the player knows how to play her well, she is the best champion in the game. And I kind of agree to that. Like I placed Ghost at number 1, and I can definitely see Quake being there. So that's pretty much it for this one. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content, hit like, share this video, and most importantly, stay